hash queen. And in case you wonder why did I become the hash queen, it's basically because of the three methods I invented to separate the crystals from the plant material. And this was the first mechanized system ever. I've been making hash for thousands of years, but it was always a manual job. And this was the very first machine, and I only invented it for my love of hash. I started to smoke in '64. And my first joint was with hash and tobacco, because in '64 in Amsterdam there was no weed at all. There was only hash, and it came from Lebanon, Turkey, sometimes Afghanistan, and that's what we smoked. And afterwards I had a boutique and a tea house. And sometimes the tea house, they say, that was the first coffee shop. But I tell you, we never sold anything. We just traded and shared with people that came by. And it was a very nice atmosphere. At one point, though, the police really didn't like what was going on, and they tried to arrest us. So I decided to drop out. This was in '68. Timothy Leary was one of our heroes. So to drop out and get away from the civilized world that our parents had created after the war, it was just too full of needing stuff, and we wanted a pure form to live and be in nature. So I ended up hitchhiking to India with my daughter, and that took quite a few months. In Afghanistan we had some great adventures. That was the most beautiful country, and the people were so extremely friendly, and I always figured it came because we shared the hubbly bubbly together, and yeah, that was great. We would sit in like a restaurant that was like Mid-Eastern, like old tapestries on the walls and the floors, and everybody dressed up ready for their photograph for the National Geographic. They all looked so amazing. And after dinner they invited musicians over and brought the hookahs, and we had a great evening together. And they were so sorry that my ancestors weren't Alexander the Great or Hitler. As far as they were concerned, those were the great heroes from the West. In fact, at that time, they had just sent the first rocket to the moon, and these guys were totally sure that this had happened from Kabul, because that was the center of the world. They couldn't imagine anything further away. And when we tried to describe in Holland, we live on the sea, that was so beyond them. It was touching. It was a beautiful experience. And later we ended up in India, and I ended up living there for 14 years. My kids all grew up there, and we lived in the Himalayas most of the time. And in the summers we'd go trekking when they had their summer holidays, and there's some beautiful pictures of that in the book. In the winters we go to Goa. Goa was like a holiday from India. It used to be a Portuguese Catholic settlement, so the whole atmosphere was different, and it was just very welcoming in those days. In '68 there was only 11 other foreigners there and me, and now it's like tens of thousands go every year. It's quite changed. When we went trekking, we would go up north of Manali, Kulu Valley, up and towards Ladakh. That's like a 500-kilometer trek. And one year we did a whole round through Zanskar, and this was one of the most amazing times in my life. Just walking in those mountains and all the views. To nomads who'd never seen white people before, ever. And coming there with my daughter with blonde hair and blue eyes, she was like magic for them. In fact, when I washed her hair, they all wanted to wash their hair without shampoo, thinking maybe they'd get blonde hair too. I had had a lot of different companies because in the end I had 4 kids that I had to supply for. So I had a knitting company out of India and had all local ladies knit big chunky sweaters that were the fashion in the West then. I had a business in beaded and sequin gowns that would be hand embroidered in Delhi, and I'd come to LA and sell them to all the budding and rising and fading starlets, and that was a very good business. And eventually though, I had to leave India and moved back to Holland, and there suddenly I was confronted with weed. I mean, all the time in the East nobody smokes weed. In fact, the Afghanistan weed is for women. But, so I'd only been smoking hash coming to Amsterdam. Suddenly there's weed in all the coffee shops, and I didn't really take to it after 23 years of smoking hash. I was growing at that time. Life was easier like that, and it was a good way to support the kids. And I had all this trim, and of course in India and in Pakistan, even in Afghanistan, I had seen how it was done. So I decided I'm just going to make my own hash. And I'd sit with a flat screen, preferably in a cold room, and kind of waffle the trim. And eventually some of the crystals would get knocked off and fall through the screen. And it would take at least an hour to get enough to make one joint. So that was hard work. Until one night I was standing in front of my clothes dryer, where the clothes are kind of tumbling to get dry, and realized these clothes were doing the same as I was doing by hand. So the next morning we got a second-hand clothes dryer, ripped out the heating, and put a screen around the drum, and threw in a bunch of trim, and lo and behold, all the crystals were lying at the bottom. And that was the beginning, the first mechanized system to separate the crystals. And I started a company, and we still sell pollinators. In fact, I think now they're getting popular again for making rosin, because if you separate the crystals from the plant material first, you get a much better rosin, better quality. And with a pollinator, because there's no water involved, the color just stays very light. And so the rosin you make is like nearly transparent. If you use water to separate it, it is also very pure, but usually the color will be a little bit darker because crystals dry tends to make them a bit darker. Afterwards, somebody in the States came along and was talking about using water, and eventually some big wooden machine came along, and those were being made in Yugoslavia or someplace, so they all broke after a couple of months, and I was racking my brain how to do this system of having a string suspended in water to separate the crystals. And being a tailor originally with my boutique, I think it kind of clicked on me to just make a bag and hang it in the bucket. And I stitch the first ones myself. And I think on the world now, I don't know how many hundreds and thousands of them got sold. Alas, they're easy to copy, so a lot of people do. And even my last method, which uses a washing machine, also gets copied. A washing machine is really great because it was invented to get your dirty socks clean. And to wash crystals off of leaf, it finds just the easiest job in the world. And so long as there's ice in the water needs to be around, I think in Fahrenheit, it may be around 30, I'm not quite sure. It's 4 degrees centigrade. The crystals will get hard like glass and get knocked off and drop off very easily. If the temperature is warmer, they'll just stay sticky and stick back onto the plant. Anyway, I started doing that company when I was 50, and now I'm 73 and still doing it. But only recently I finally finished the job. Well, I don't know. I lot of my girlfriends are sitting, as we say in Holland. When you're old, you go and sit behind the geraniums. And several of my friends are. And I must say, being out here in Boston this afternoon is just wonderful. It's those geraniums. What else do I have to say? The book is available just back there. It is $30, and I also have a limited edition box. You get the book and you get the DVD. The DVD was made in 2011, and several of you already might know it. That's a limited edition box. You get the book and the DVD. And if you have any questions, or if any part of my history you have questions about, please ask.
Thank you. I knew about your inventions. You know, it's a lovely product. I certainly say that. But I never knew that they got hard. You also said that they tried to turn it around. So I
So the dry sift is typically for people who really appreciate the taste and the flavor, the aroma, because everything is still on that crystal. Once you put it in the water, you're going to wash away probably some of the terpenes and some of that smell. It is stronger though. I like it.
I just wanted to know. I like it.
That's why I wouldn't even like to use the word extract. Just separate it. Just separate the crystals. They just remain what they are. And in the book it also tells you how I went to Kazakhstan, which is an amazing country. They have 1,200,000 hectares of wild marijuana, and you could just run through there for hours. And they do a lot of horseback riding there. It's really nice. And they wanted some advice on making medicinal use of it. So I had a very good time there. And then lately also I've been giving some Dabadoo parties, which is like a party for hash. Kind of suits their party for hash. And that's just been happening in the most amazing places. The next one is happening in Guadalajara in Mexico, beginning of November, and a few weeks later in Colombia, and then in Uruguay. Share this moment with you guys. Does anyone have the exact time?
It's 4:20.
Are we down to 10:98? Who has the time? Okay, line up. Enjoy. I'm very happy to see that here in the US, this whole development has just proceeded along and so fast. like every time I come here, there seem to be new products. A couple of times ago it was sauce, and now we have this split off, squish off, and there's so much new stuff going on here. It's really fascinating. Alas, my country seems to be in retrograde. Well, basically in Holland we voted for the wrong government. We voted the wrong way. And because over there we have 36 parties, it's never possible for one party to get enough votes that they would have the majority in government. So it's always a mixed match of parties that don't really agree, that then have to form a government and have the majority. Usually the parties that do mention their for legalization get totally swamped by the bigger parties. They're closing coffee shops, they're making new laws. It's still not legal in Holland after 40 years of recreational sales in coffee shops. It's a bit miserable. Up until 6 months ago, the health insurance would repay you for the first $600 about you spent each year on medical marijuana. And they stopped that 6 months ago, saying that nothing was ever proven. They never asked the people who were using it how happy they were with it. So that's a bit sad.
If everyone would like to go over and ask Mila questions, we have a networking and questions time right beside us. The extraction panel is going to start.